Hey everyone, it's Deanna,
Aaron,
and Celeste, and you're catching up on this week's episode of Two Brunettes and A Gay
on the podcast. Now, it's been a big week, yet another big week. We've got another big show, but before we get into it, we've got Deanna back in the studio for week number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we going to do this every week now?
I know.
We're going to be like, and she's that. Oh, she's not here. Oh,
I
she's
feel like it's a genuine celebration.
It really, anytime you're in the studio Deanna generally is.
The parents out there listening know how much went into me getting here in the studio.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
How was the journey in today?
It wasn't too bad. Like, I was more organised than last week because I kind of got a taste of, how long things took. So today it was literally like the moment I was up, well, he was up.
Yep.
I fed him, and then it was like, right, he's awake for a play. I'm running in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
even though it's like 3 hours early.
Yeah.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, because then I literally just had to wait for a moment after he is fed and he was falling asleep. And I'm like, whatever time that is, even if it's early, we're getting in the car. But he did it in perfect timing today, didn't he?
He did.
Love that.
We even got to have our pre-show ritual, which is a coffee and a mimosa for me.
Which is the first time you've done that since last year. How did that feel, Deanna?
Felt like I never left.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We love that for you.
Yes. So thanks for having me back, guys.
We couldn't resist your smooth panel operating, Deanna.
That's all right. So what's been happening this week? You guys have been hitting the Fringe. I actually hit the Fringe as well a little bit this week. This is exciting. The Adelaide Fringe Festival. I got to see 2 shows with you both.
Yes, you did. So firstly, the Shamrocks.
The
Shamrocks on the long weekend last weekend. The Shamrocks, an Irish group.
I feel like my mum's slumber, I didn't really know what the show was about, so I just kind of walked in there, and then it was like, oh, this is all Irish songs, and it's like, incredibly talented. Like, both the shows. Let's start by saying we are a group who's a big fan of the multi-part harmony. And both of these groups put us to absolute shame, like so much from back in our day.
Yep.
Shamrocks, Irish pub style.
Yeah, pub style songs, Irish songs.
You didn't know any of the songs.
And can I just
No.
Can I just say that I haven't really listened to much Irish music in my life, but each song pretty much sounds exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this the same song that's just been extended, or has it been, shortened, or...
Cool carpet call the experts in the trade.
But if you have some sort of an Irish background or you like Irish music, you would love it. We loved it.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but we just
yeah.
had no idea what they were singing.
That was gold. Sorry, I just to jump in there, just for the people playing at home, but Celeste just said cold carpet call. Now, the thing is, one of the songs sounded like, the melody sounded like cold carpet call. And so the rest of the... No.
And after that, you just couldn't
kept...
unhear it. It was one of those things that you're like, once you've heard it once, you can't unhear it again.
Well, actually, I've been singing to Geordie all week. Nay, nay, never...
Oh, yes, the clap.
You know how they were doing that song?
Yes. Yeah. How did you remember the song?
Wow.
I don't know. That's the only part I remembered. And over and repeat all week I've been to Geordie.
We couldn't even get the clap right in the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, good memory.
She's changed. Look at her singing nursery rhymes.
She's Irish now.
I need to jump in because pre-Shamrocks, I actually went to see Long Way to the Top, Dave Gleeson. So that was a really great show as well. And what I noted last night, although last night was Magic Show, but what I noted last night was so much of the shows that we've seen this year have been music-based, which for us is so awesome.
Yes.
As musicians and vocalists ourselves, seeing so many music shows and so many talented artists has been amazing. So shout out to all of the music shows. They've really pushed forward this year. It's been awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
So Dave Gleeson, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so good. Definitely one to add to your list. I'm losing my voice again. What's going on?
What is going
on? You talk too much.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't spoken today. Next up, Jackson versus Jackson on Tuesday night.
Oh, to kick off the week, an incredible show. I know I need to stop saying incredible. There's no other word to describe it. I mean, it's magical, it's spectacular, but it's ultimately incredible. a huge show, like a huge production.
Yes.
How many people are in that choir? We have to ask Charmaine today how many people are in that choir, because that stage was packed.
And she is our first guest coming up on the show as well. But I mean, Gospel Collective is a bit of a staple at the Adelaide Fringe. So many of you probably have already seen one of their shows. But is this the first time they've done Jackson versus Jackson?
No. They've done it before, I'm pretty sure.
It's been a long time though.
But they've had a bit of a gap between doing that and other shows. But ultimately, if you're a huge Michael Jackson fan or a Janet Jackson fan, get along to the remaining shows this Fringe. It is spectacular.
There's actually a lot of 90s stuff coming back at the Fringe, which is great for us millennials.
Absolutely love it. Like I said, so much music as well. And I feel like I have to highlight Gluttony for this, because I feel like Gluttony has really brought in a lot of music shows this year, which has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So super enjoying that. Then Aaron and I, we headed to the Holden Street Theatres again on Wednesday night.
Very civilised.
To go see a show called Eat the Rich, another one-woman show. How they memorise an hour-long monologue?
I can't even remember this show.
I know we have like one line written for every 10 minutes of this show, and we riff off of that. And we can't even remember that very well.
Absolutely wild.
So talented. She was very, very talented, and a very interesting story.
Yeah, very interesting story.
Yep, about the class system in the UK.
And then you have an interesting story from your visit on Thursday night.
Yes, well, Thursday night, my husband and I went and saw a show called Serviced.
You had a date night.
We had a date night. We went to the pub for dinner, and then we went down to Gluttony and had a couple of drinks and went and saw a show. So Serviced, our ears were pricked up, among other things, because the title of the show basically got us in, but then the description was that it was an all-male review and very, cabaret circus, very hot, very sexy. And we went into the UKO thinking, okay, this is going to be, interesting.
Erotic.
And erotic. And it was.
Well, then you made it work.
It was. And beforehand there was a lady in the line that was selling like dollar bills that you could like tip to the performers during the show. So I bought $10 worth, and then I felt like one of those like rappers in a video clip. Yeah. I was just doing the Make It Rain. That was fantastic.
Love it.
Great night out.
And then finished off last night with the Adults Only Magic Show, which was really, really brilliant. Like, great magicians.
One I've never gotten along to and always wanted to see.
It's actually very, very good. They're super funny. There's 4 people in the show, 2 magicians and a couple others. And all of them are very, very talented, very funny. Just a great night. So, and then here we are. We have 1 week left as of tomorrow, and it's where did the time go?
Go on your phone now if you haven't booked tickets to go and see something, because if you book the tickets, you'll actually make it happen. And keep this South Australian tradition going, because we've got so many international artists coming down, and I'd hate to see it dwindle because nobody went to the show. So
absolutely. So make the most of it in this final week. But stay with us, because we've got plenty more Fringe goodness coming up for you in the show. We've got 3 big interviews which you're going to love. And lots more. Deanna, Celeste and Aaron will be with you after this break.
Pour yourself another Bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break. Okay, so I want to share an experience that I had with you both during the week. And I've kept this quiet because I wanted to talk about it on air. And this has been hard because this was actually an experience where, those moments where your heart literally jumps out of your chest and you have to think so incredibly quickly that you're like, what do I do in this situation?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, I will preface this by saying it all ends well, right?
Okay.
Obviously, I'm here.
It's a happy ending.
It all ends well, yes. However, it was one of those moments where my heart literally stopped. And after it, I had to sit down and just catch my breath because I thought, life flashed before my eyes type of moment.
Wow.
Okay?
All right.
So you guys are going to hear the story and be like, why did your life flash before your eyes? Anyway, so I was at home. This happened to me during the week.
Yeah.
I was at home and I was...
What's in your house?
Well, it didn't happen in my house.
Okay.
I was at home and I was in my lounge room sitting on my laptop doing some work for the show specifically, right? So I was doing some stuff for the podcast. And normally I'm in my office, but this particular day I had gone into the lounge room and I was sitting on the floor of my lounge room with my coffee table, my laptop on the coffee table, and I was just sitting there typing away, doing some stuff for the show. And I noticed so sitting in my lounge room, I have a big window that looks out into the front yard. And I noticed in my peripherals something coming towards me. Oh. And I was like, what's that? So I looked up from where I was sitting and there was a man that was walking down my driveway. Now, I have a straight driveway towards my house at like a fast pace, like nearly a run, right, towards my driveway. Didn't look at and I thought, hold on a second, is he going to my front door? And he didn't turn to go to my front door. He walked straight towards the roller door. And I thought, oh my God, I've left the roller door open and this guy's going to come straight into the house. Now, so to give you, you've both been to my house.
Yeah.
But
well, I lived in your house.
Right, you did, before me. Right, so if the roller door's open, you're in the garage. The garage is attached to the house and there is a door that directly connects the dining room and the garage, right? And I am about where I was sitting is probably maybe 10 steps from that door. So I've seen this guy walk straight towards my roller door. I have only come back from the gym maybe an hour before, and I have done it before where I've left the roller door open. So I've thought, oh my God, I've left the roller door open. This guy is going to walk straight into the house, and I'm going to be like, what do I do in this situation? There's going to be someone in my home. How do I get them out? So I jumped up as quick as I could, and I ran to my side door that connects the garage and the house, and I locked it. And my dog was barking, okay? My dog Boo was standing at that door, and she was barking and growling, and I was like, he's on the other side of this door.
Oh, my God.
And I don't know what to do, because am I supposed to yell out? Do I say, hello, is anyone there? Like, what do I do in this situation? My heart is in my chest, in my mouth, sorry, and I'm breathing, and I'm like, it's okay, the door's locked. And I was looking out my other windows, making sure there was no other way.
See from where you are.
I could not see. There's no window into my garage.
You weren't sure if you had left the roller door open?
No,
you were certain?
I had just assumed I had left the roller door open because of the pace in which he walked directly towards the roller door.
Right? He was just running through.
Just thought he was going to run straight in. And there's a lot of belongings in my garage. We have a lot of storage in my garage, so he could access a lot of my husband's tools and things like that. This is not an invitation for you to come over. We keep a lot of valuables. We've got some gold bars laying outside. That's where we keep the safe. Yeah. So I immediately thought, what am I going to do? I checked the other windows, and I thought, like, is there anywhere else he can get in from? So then I stepped a couple steps back just to look back out the window that I saw him walk towards to see if I could see him. And I couldn't see him, and I breathed for a few seconds, and then I saw him walk back towards the road, and I thought, okay, he's leaving. And then I noticed on the back of his shirt, it said meter reader. And my meter box is next to my garage door.
You idiot. That's so funny. He had like a hazmat suit, like an orange
hazmat suit. What's a meter reader in a hazmat suit?
You know what I mean? A reflective vest on.
No, he didn't. He just had like I guess it was like a shirt, like a blue long sleeve shirt on, and on the back it said meter reader. Oh. And he walked, and I was like, oh, my God, he came to
why did he run at you for such a pace? Was he late to his round?
I guess he was trying to do... And so then I was like, oh, my God, he was just reading the meter, which is directly next to my roller door. So then I unlocked the side door, opened it. My roller door was not open. It was closed. So I spent like a good 30 seconds preparing myself to fight someone. Like, I was like, this is my house. I've got to protect it.
Oh, isn't it how funny we are to quick to react, to think like, oh, my God, my life's in danger.
Right?
And how much goes through your head in like such a short amount of time.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you pissed off a lot of people on being on this show alone, Celeste. So it could have been anyone out there coming for you, but it was just the meter man.
And you think about like, what's positioned where? What can I grab? Like
literally. And so I thought, you know what? Let this be a lesson to all of us that sometimes you're in a situation where you think you're going to die, and you're not.
Pour yourself another bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break.
Okay, well, something funny also happened to me this week. It was this week. When was it? Yesterday.
They all blur into one for you, Deanna.
Yes, I know. Every day blurs into the next for me at the moment. It's like Groundhog Day. But not as funny as that, Celeste. That was great. If you're just tuning in, you've got to go back and listen to that on the podcast because you missed out. But today I want to do a little segment called I was today years old when I found out
Yep.
X. Now, we all are having, it's a bit of a trend that's been going on for quite a while now, where you're like, all my life, I've gone through my life thinking something was one thing, and then I've had my entire belief system shattered because today I find out that I was wrong.
Yeah.
Now, everybody loves a good, well, when you're a kid, I mean, some people probably love them now, everybody loves a good Chupa Chup.
Yes.
Right? What were your favourite?
If you're unfamiliar, they're a lollipop.
A lollipop.
A lollipop,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. If you don't know what a Chupa Chup is, I don't know where you, like,
Well,
if you've been under a
for
rock.
our Italian listeners that didn't grow up with them.
I'm pretty sure they're worldwide.
No, but like I'm saying, an older generation might. I don't know how long they've been around.
I feel like they've been around forever. But hey, we didn't do our research on this. So
Chupa
don't come at us.
Chuppalinis.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's a thing. Okay, Chupa Chups. What were your favourite? I mean, look, I can't say I was a huge fan as a kid, but, I'd like the occasional Chupa Chup. I would never, ever eat flavours that weren't, like, milky flavours, like chocolate or vanilla or anything like that. I would never eat the cola flavours or the fruit flavours or anything like that.
So you're more into the creamy kind of vanilla-y, chocolatey.
Yeah. I like the
right.
strawberries and cream.
That was your favourite.
Strawberries
I
and
like the
cream.
strawberries and cream.
I think was there a coffee one? Maybe, I don't know.
Was there?
Chocolate coffee. I can't remember what it was. Something like that. That was my favourite. So
My go-to was the orange.
right.
Really?
Yeah, I loved the
That's
orange.
an odd one.
It's such a basic flavour, but I'm pretty basic, so I think it worked well for me. But there was nothing better because it's just refreshing, like an orange flavour Chupa Chup. It just hits the spot.
You're right.
It does.
Anyone out there now just questioning, go do it. Get yourself an
I
orange
didn't
flavoured
even know there
Chupa
was an
Chup.
orange flavoured Chupa Chup.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Right. Well, anyway, when you're a kid, Chupa Chup, gold, right? I found out yesterday, for the very first time in my life, did you know that it is not pronounced Chupa Chups?
What?
I'm going to argue this point.
It's pronounced Chupa Chups.
Oh my god, no!
Absolutely not. And
Oh,
I'll
bollocks.
die on this hill.
It is pronounced Chupa Chups. Now, I know we've already kind of had this discussion a little bit off air, right? Because I sent it to Celeste and Aaron, and I was like, I want to take this to the people of the radio. Chupa Chups. Celeste, you want to debate me, but
No. Tell me why it's a Chupa Chup, apart from the fact that a guy said it in a video.
okay. Well, I don't know about you guys, but anytime there's a debate on or something like this on social media, I read the comments. Do you not read the comments?
It depends.
I always read the comments. I
Yeah.
feel like that's where the majority of the entertainment is from.
What are the public saying about Chupa Chups?
The Spanish people in the comments, and if you're Spanish listening, maybe, head to our Instagram, 2 Brunettes A Gay, and let us know. Confirm this for me. We're all in there saying Spanish people have known this forever. You Westerners pronounce it wrong. It's pronounced Chupa Chups.
Ah.
Where do Chupa Chups originate from?
I don't know. I said I didn't do my research on this one, but I just feel like I
Because
would
if they originated from Spain, I understand that. But if they didn't, then it's just Spanish people's pronunciation of it, no?
Look, there was a lot of... No, well... okay, Aaron's going to do his research right now. I feel like if the Spanish people are in the comments saying it's pronounced Chupa Chups, that's like the Spanish pronunciation of it, then I believe that. What does it say, Aaron? Your face.
Oh my god. Do you know where it was created?
Where?
Barcelona.
So it is Spanish.
There you go.
Chupa Chup.
See, I told you, mind blown.
Wow.
And I was yesterday years old when I found this out.
So
No.
Chupa Chups, or the Spanish pronunciation Chupa Chups, is a Spanish brand of confectionery found in over 150 countries. It was founded in 1958 and basically started off in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
There you go. Wow.
No.
Oh, here we go. Here's another interesting fact. Okay, thanks, Google. The name comes from the Spanish verb chupa, meaning to suck.
Ooh, to suck, to suck.
There's a double suck.
That's Aaron's type of lolly.
Type of lolly.
I feel like this is the person who created these gay.
Pour yourself another bubbles.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be back after this break. And welcome back. Now, joining you to finish off today's show is just Deanna and I, because Aaron has left us.
He's locked out. He's gone.
He literally was like, nah, guys, I gotta go, bye.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Typical Aaron.
So
Booking
rude.
things when we got work to do. He's always lucking out.
Oh, you would feel like the baby in the office, because Jordan is here with us today, would be more demanding than the adult male. But no, Aaron actually has more demands than the baby.
He does. The baby has touch wood, been asleep the whole show, so let's wrap this up.
And he's still asleep. Okay. All right, so we're going to finish off with the shit advice question. Deanna, you're not usually the one to give advice.
No, I feel like I'm good at advice.
Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But, I mean, matter of opinion.
I disagree.
Okay.
This is a really simple one.
Yeah.
But I do feel like you could give some good advice on this. Okay, so question. My friend always says, let's catch up soon, but never actually locks in a date. At what point am I allowed to stop pretending we're still friends?
Ooh, I mean, that's pretty harsh to pretend that you're not friends. Like, there are just some
not
friends...
Not pretending. At what point am I allowed to stop pretending we're friends?
What do you mean pretending that they're friends?
Well, if you're friends with someone that you're constantly like, let's catch up, but you never catch up, are you actually friends with them?
Well, I've got friends like that, and I just know that when they say let's catch up, I'm like, yeah, sure, whenever you're ready, let me know, and then I just go about my life. And if I see them once every year, then
so would you call them friends or would you call them acquaintances?
Oh, I mean, I think it depends on, like, when you catch up with someone, there's a certain, like, level and depth of conversation that you just click and it makes them a friend, versus when you catch up with someone and you're like, yeah.
Okay, so do you try...
If you've known them for a long time, then I guess they're still your friend.
If you say to someone, let's catch up soon, and you don't... Because we all do it. And you don't actively do anything to make that catch up happen, do you actually still want to be friends with that person?
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, firstly, I make a point to always be like, absolutely, let me know when you're free, X, Y, Z, or my work schedule is like this. I mean, mind you, right now I'm like, I'm free whenever because I'm just at home with the baby. You can come whenever you want. Ball's in your court. Yeah, I guess you could use it to blow somebody off and be like, let's catch up soon. So I don't know, maybe I've been taking it wrong all these years. Are you saying people blowing me off?
No, I'm asking your advice. You're supposed to give shit advice, and yet all you're doing is reasoning all of these terrible things that people do.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we had this debate before. I'm a very forgiving person.
Look, okay, I'm going to give some advice then.
Okay, go
I
on.
think that if you have friends...
Because you've been dying to give your advice.
Well, no, just because I feel like I'm the type of friend that actually makes the effort to organise the catch-up.
You can be cutthroat. Go.
Right, there is a few of us that are like this, right? And I'm lucky to be friends with people that are like this. But I think that if people constantly say, let's catch up, and they never organise a catch-up, you're just probably not high on their priority list, which in turn means that they don't have to be high on yours. You don't have to keep trying. You don't have to keep making an effort. And when you see them, it's not that anything bad's happened. It's not like there's bad blood between you. It's just that you're actually probably not that good of friends as what you might have thought you were. Because if you were, you probably would have tried to organise a catch-up yourself anyway.
You don't think, though, that some people just can't organise a piss-up in a brewery? Excuse the expression.
No, I think that some people make excuses as to what's been going on. And I think that, like, people, like, we all have life. Life happens. 100% life gets in the way. Except we've all had big things go on in our lives. I had a huge 2025. That did not mean that I lost any of my friendships. And why was that? Yes, that's partly because a lot of my friends really stepped up, but that's also because I never forgot how to be a friend.
Well, I don't know. You asked for my advice. My advice is, yes, you're still friends. Just put them in a lesser friends category where you don't,
acquaintances. So you're acquaintances.
No. Acquaintances to me is like, I know that person, but I don't know them that well. If you know them relatively well, you're still friends, in my opinion.
Okay, well, there you go. We disagree on that.
Well, we disagree on a lot, so...
And that is today's show for you.
It is. That was a really big show. This is probably the longest show we've ever done, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. I think the first Fringe show Aaron and I did earlier this year when you weren't here was close to this, but I think this just surpassed it. It's been a long hour and 40 minutes.
And if you've been listening to us the whole time and you've stayed with us the whole time, thank you.
And if you haven't, we understand.
We get you. All right, if you've been listening live and you want to catch us on the podcast, head to all your major podcasting platforms. Search for Two Brunettes and a Gay. You can download the latest episodes every week. And of course, if you've been listening on the podcast and you want to tune in live, 11 a.m. every Saturday, Radio Italia Uno, 87.6 FM. Head to our socials, Facebook and Instagram. No, not Facebook, sorry, Instagram and TikTok.
You can go to our Facebook. There's just crickets.
Yeah, there's not much happening on there. But we have one. And make sure you give us a like or a follow so you can get up to all the behind-the-scenes content, everything that you missed in studio by listening in, you can see because we share it with you throughout the week. So it's good fun.
Now, have a fabulous week, and we will see you next Saturday. Hey, Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, you're Two Brunettes and A Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM, Radio Italia Uno.